Today we're going to make some painted paper just like artist Eric Carle. So you're going to need a messy mat, and you're going to need your piece of paper and some red paint and some yellow paint. Before we get started, make sure you have your name and class on the back of your page, or at least get your name on the back of the page. And we're going to use the really big brushes today, and we won't have to stop and wash our brushes between colors. So it's really important that you use the yellow first. Now, yellow and red are two very important colors. They are both primary colors. That means nothing can be mixed to make red, nothing can be mixed to make yellow, but you can mix them together and make new things. So our first job, we're gonna paint like Eric Carle, so we have to paint quickly. So I'm going to use the yellow first. Put a lot of yellow on my page, going clear to the edge. That's why I have the messy mat. And red is a really powerful color, so I'm going to use just a little bit of red. I'm painting that little bit of red on the other side of the page. And when they get to the middle, as long as your yellow is still wet, they are going to mix and they make orange. So that's why it's so important that you, 1, paint quickly, 2, use a lot of yellow and use just a little bit of red. And something else we can do is I have plastic combs, and as long as your paint is still wet, you can take the plastic comb and look at that. It can leave texture in your project. This big one will leave fat lines, and this skinny one right here leaves skinny lines. But if you wait too long or paint too slow, these combs won't do anything because they only work in wet paint. And we also really need to be careful with the red one. It's a little bit sharp. And we can always wipe the extra off on your messy mat. This is going to stay on the messy mat and go on the drying rack to dry. And I'll give directions about where to put your brushes. And then later, we will take this beautiful painted paper and turn it into something just like Eric Carle.